Hello friends, my name is Habib. Today we're going to learn how to create a text adventure game in Python. So first, before I watch this video, make sure I have a basic knowledge of Python. And before I watch this video, make sure that you have watched my if statements and input in Python video, my functions and classes video, and lastly my introduction to Python video. So anyways, you have to open up VS Code, File, Open Folder, go to Documents, click on this button to create a new folder and name it Text Adventure, text_adventure, enter and select. Now that we've done that, I can click on this button to create a file, naming it index.py. New terminal. So anyways, once you've done that, it's time to actually create the text adventure game. Now, there are two different ways you can create it. One, you can create a text adventure game. There are two different ways you can create a text adventure game in any programming language. At least two different ways that I know of. The first way is to use a bunch of if statements, while the second way is to be using functions. So for this video, I am going to be creating a text adventure game using functions. So anyways, if you want to create a text adventure game, then you need to have a basic knowledge of functions, inputs, if statements, and all the other basics of Python. Anyways, now at the beginning of the game, I want it so that it will ask the person or the person who's playing the game their name. So write name equals, let's go to write name equals input. What is your name? And then I'm going to write func, and then it's going to print f hello name exclamation mark. So anyways, what I've done is that if you run the file by writing python index.py, it's going to ask you for your name. I'm going to write Habib, then it says hello Habib. But what if you want to make it so that if you write a specific name, then it is going to print something else? Then you can use if statement. If then name is equal to Habib, then print hello creator, else print hello name. So if I write the name Habib on here, if I write the name Habib, there's going to say hello creator. Let me add a space here. So now I'm going to create a function def forest, since the player is going to be spawned in a forest. Def forest is imp which stands for input, is equal to input, and then write you're in a forest. No forest. What should you do? Now, I want it so that the player either has two options. Either that the player can go in a hut nearby, or the player can either go in a hut nearby, or you can go right. So right, if then imp is equal to go in hot, then it's going to run another function called hot. Now I want it so that if the player chooses another thing, then the player is going to get defeated. So if I write if input equals go right, then it's going to print the player not the payer, the player got defeated, not defeated. The player got defeated. The player got defeated. And then I want it so that else, if the player chooses another option other than these two, it's going to print I don't understand Python index.py. What is your name? Habib. I'm just going to call it BB. And then you will see that it just quits the game. That is because you have to actually call the function. So if the player's name is Habib, then it's going to run this function, and it's going to run this function. Save it. Again. B. Forest. Let me cut this and then put it up here. H. It's going to say, hello H, you're in a forest, what should you do? Now, when it says you're in a forest, what should you do? You can either write go in hot, go right, or something else. If I write rubbish, then it's going to say I don't understand and then quit the game. So yeah, this is a problem, but an easy way to fix this is with recursion. So now, if the player chooses an option that is not correct, if he chooses this, then it is just going to repeat this function again. H. Now, you see that if you don't write something that's not among the options, then it is just going to say, it's just going to repeat. So now if I write go right, that's going to say the player got defeated. I'm going to cut this and paste it here, the forest function. So anyways, the reason why it didn't print I don't understand before was because the forest function was running before the print function. So it ran that function first, and then finally when the game ended, it printed It's printed all of the I don't understand statements that should have been printed before. So anyways, now I'm going to create the other location, which is the hut. I'm going to write def hut. It is going to print imp equals input your in a hut. What should you do? Now I want to make it so that the player can either go to the kitchen of the hut or he can just go back to the forest. So now I'm going to write if then imp is equal to go outside. Then it is going to run the forest function. Elif imp equals to go to kitchen. Then it's going to run a non-existent function called kitchen. And then else, copy this, is going to print I don't understand. And then run the hut function again, so that it will repeat. Save it. So now if I do this, I'm going to write H. I'm going to write go. I'm going to write go in hut. Then it's going to say you're in a hut, what should you do? Now if I write go outside, it's going to go back to the forest. Now let me write go in hut again to go back to the hut. Now if I write go to kitchen, it's going to say an error since the function kitchen doesn't exist yet. So I am going to create a new function called kitchen, and then imp equals input your in the kitchen. What should you do? So now if I write if then imp is equal to go to living room, then it is going to run the hut function. And then else, it is just going to print I don't understand. Then it's going to run the kitchen function. Now if I do this, I'm going to make my name to be Habib. Hello creator. That says you're in a forest, what should you do? I'm going to go in hut. It's going to go in the hut. And then I can write go to kitchen. I'm going to go to the kitchen. If I just write rubbish or I write that's it, it's just going to say you understand. I don't understand. I'm going to repeat it. And now I can write go to living room. And then it's go back to the living room. Anyways, that is it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel ObaCode. Bye.